Take a moment to arrive, not to force stillness, just to notice where you already are. Your breath is moving on its own. Your body knows how to be here without instruction. Creative flow begins the same way, not with effort, not with pushing, but with permission. Most people think creativity is something you do, but a creative flow is something you allow. It's a state of openness, a softening of the mind, a willingness to listen instead of decide. Flow doesn't arrive when we demand answers. It arrives when we make space for emergence. When the mind stops asking, "What should I create?" and starts asking, "What wants to move through me?" There is an energy available to you right now. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to deserve it. You don't need to define it. Some people call it God, some call it source, some don't give it a name at all. Names aren't required for truth. What matters is recognition. This energy has always been with you. It was present before your ideas, before your plans, before your doubts. It is the beginning and the end, the spark and the return. Creative flow happens when you remember that you are not separate from this energy. You are not creating from yourself alone. You are creating with something larger. When you enter flow, time loosens. The edges of effort soften. You stop monitoring and start moving. Not because you know where you're going, but because you trust the movement itself. Flow states are not rare, they are familiar. You've been there before. Moments when words arrived without strain, when solutions appeared without forcing, when something moved through you that felt clearer, cleaner, truer than thought. Those moments were not accidents, they were invitations. And you can set your mind to find them again, not by controlling it, but by orienting it. You orient the mind toward curiosity instead of judgment, toward expansion instead of outcome, toward listening instead of proving. You don't chase creative energy, you align with it. And alignment feels like ease, like clarity, like a quiet confidence that doesn't need validation. This energy, the one that fuels creativity, is not loud, it doesn't shout instructions, it doesn't demand speed. It waits patiently for attention. When you slow down enough to notice it, it responds. When you trust it enough to follow, it transforms into words, into into ideas, into expression. And underneath all of it, there is light. Not metaphorical light, living light. The kind that animates the kind that brings form out of the formless. That light lives within you. It has always been there. Before fear, before hesitation, before identity. You don't need to become creative. You don't need to earn flow. You are remembering how to return to it. So today, let this be a reminder. You are not blocked. You are not empty. You are not disconnected. You are a conduit. And when you allow the mind to soften, when you give the body permission to relax, when you trust the quiet intelligence moving beneath thought, creative flow finds you, not because you searched for it, but because you remembered who you are.